I may be late, but will be the latest. Rajinikanth has finally announced his decision to enter politics. Will he be the game changer? I think so, but let's debate.
His entry scenes in films have had a long build-up, building the anticipation. In the same way, his political entry has witnessed a 3-year-long build-up, and it is finally what his fans were waiting for.
கொடுத்த வாக்கு நான் என்னைக்குமே தவற மாட்டேன். ஒரு அரசியல் மாற்றம் ரொம்ப கட்டாயம். கட்சி நான் சொல்லிட்டேன் டிசம்பர் 31 ஆரம்பிக்க போறேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இந்த கட்சி வேலை ராட்சச வேலை அத்தனை வேலை இருக்கு. அது எல்லாத்தையும் செய்யணும். அதுக்கு அந்த வேலையெல்லாம் அது தொடங்கிட்டோம். இன்னும் இருக்கு. தமிழ்நாட்டு தலையத்தை மாற்ற வேண்டிய நாள் வந்தாச்சு. அது நிச்சயமா அது நடக்கும். அரசியல் மாற்றம் ஆட்சி மாற்றம் இப்போ இல்லைன்னா எப்பவும் இல்லை மாத்துவோம் எல்லாத்தையும் மாத்துவோம்.
After a lot of dilly-dallying, the picture was clear. Rajinikanth has thrown his hat in the ring, and he is ready to storm Tamil Nadu battleground, where politics centers around personalities. But will Rajini be a force to reckon with in a state that has seen power exchanging hands between the two Dravidian parties, AIADMK and DMK?
DMK vote bank will not be diluted at any cost, number one.
So do you believe that Rajinikanth will join hands with the BJP? Because there has been several talks about...
It is too early to comment because he did not announce his way of movement.
For years, there have been rumours of the BJP trying to coax Rajinikanth to enter politics. So when senior journalist Guru Murthy, who is believed to be in close touch with Rajinikanth, met Amit Shah in Chennai, it set political circles abuzz. With the latest announcement, the NDA has opened its doors to Rajini.
சிறந்த திரைப்பட நடிகர் திரு ரஜினிகாந்த் அவர்கள் அரசியலுக்கு வருவதை நாங்கள் பெரிதும் வரவேற்கிறோம். அவருடைய வரவு நல்வரவு ஆகட்டும்.
Will his fan base translate into a voter base? Can Rajinikanth fill the vacuum in Tamil Nadu politics? And can he shed off his image of a political fence-sitter? Let's debate.
Some people critical of Rajinikanth say he's not a traditional typical politician, to which my response is, why does anyone need to be a traditional typical politician? The Rajinikanth that I know, and in the occasions I have had the privilege of meeting him, is one of the most humble people. He's one of the most polite people, and he's one of the most rooted people. I am a fan of Rajinikanth on screen, but since he has given me the proud privilege of meeting him over long conversations, once when he came to Mumbai, I met him for 2 to 3 hours, one-to-one. I just think he's a wonderful person. I'll tell you one thing about Rajinikanth ji. When I once saw him at Mumbai airport, he carries his own luggage, he stands in the line, he has no starry tantrums. He's such a wonderful human being. So before we discuss Neta Rajini, we must just say a superstar like this with such a decent human being. And I don't know whether he'll be successful as a politician, but I needed to say that about him. Now, Kasturi Shankar is on the debate with Ranjit Keshav to start with. Narayan Tirupati, welcome. Khushbu will be joining us in a while. GVR Shastri after a long time. And Syed Aslam. Kasturi, are you excited or not about Neta Rajini announcing his political party? Please open the debate with Ranjit.
Extremely excited and extremely relieved that you say it's a 3-year-long wait on Republic. It's actually a 20-year wait for us in Tamil Nadu. So we are relieved and excited that Mr. Rajinikanth has finally chosen to take the plunge. I welcome the decision wholeheartedly. I think it's a little bit tight on time heading towards the assembly elections. 6 months to go, a lot of things to be achieved. We don't have a party yet, a name, a symbol, campaigns. So no time to be lost. And frankly, if Rajini can bring his speed, style, and magic to his politics as well, then it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah,
Well,
I
don't
would,
know.
I would
I'll get
definitely like
Ranjit
to
on
say
the other
that
side before I get
I'm
Narayan Tirupati in. You said that he.
definitely like to say that I'm.
Yeah, Ranjit. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, Adabji, good to be back with you after a long time. You know, I'm practically nervous with his decision, Arnabji, because
same here.
you know, in a country like India, you cannot win elections with popularity and stardom. You know, fans are not going to mobilize votes for you. In India, elections are won with money, machinery, and marketing. These are the three most important things, you know, because of which you will win elections here. And especially with the machinery part, you know, I'm yet to see what exactly is Rajinikanth's agenda to set up the machinery at the grassroots level, to manage the confidence of the people, the electoral agendas, how he is going to set up the system at the different polling booths, you know, across Tamil Nadu. So I would like to see what exactly is the idea behind the machinery part of it.
Yeah.
Money is a huge differentiator. It's a huge differentiator. You know, we have seen how Kamal Hassan struggled previously. It's going to be a huge differentiator. From where exactly is he going to mobilize the funds, especially with a state where the differentiator is mostly with
I'd
the
like to
goodies.
answer. Go ahead, and I'd like to answer all these
Yeah,
questions.
sure, ma'am. Let me finish this. Ma'am. You know, in a state like Tamil Nadu, where goodies and gifts, you know, play a huge differentiator, I would really like to know from where exactly he is going to source the money part of it. The last point is the governance. You know, he has to prove it to the people that governance is the key. How he is going to govern the state. I mean, he doesn't have any past experience or history. And practically speaking, I sincerely believe that I don't want to see Rajinikanth as a vote cutter. I would really like to see him as a differentiator. For those reasons, I would rather see if he allies with NDA. Probably the governance part of it, the money part of it, the marketing part of it will be taken care of. And that's what I feel about it.
Okay, here I'd like to answer each of these
Ranjit,
questions
I'll tell you
very
one thing. When
quickly.
you say that,
So,
okay,
first of all,
go on.
Thank you to everybody. It sounds like, you know, when Mr. Rajinikanth went on record the last time when he met his cadres, so to speak, he said he has no designs on the Chief Minister Gatti. He wants to make a change in politics. He's looking for a wave of change. Okay, but apparently everybody else wants him to win and form the government. So I guess you believe in him much more than what he himself believes in. So thank you very much, Mr. Rajat. So if the Chief Minister Gatti is the goal and the end all and be all of all all electoral politics in a democracy, I think you're underestimating the power of the people very much. That said, hold on.
No, ma'am.
That said,
okay, Kasturi.
Popularity
this is a
Kasturi.
democracy.
is not going to
I
be
get
votes
to
for
the third
anybody
point.
in
This
this
is a
country,
democracy.
ma'am.
Okay, let's get others in also. Let's get others in also.
Beyond popularity.
Let's get others in also. Let's get Khushbu is there. 1 minute. First of all. Okay, Kasturi now. Now listen, Kasturi. My question, just coming to you, Narayan Tirupati, tell me one thing. Do you have some back channel going on with Rajni? Do you have a back channel going on with him? Please reveal something. Don't try to hold your cards close to you. Khushbu, coming to you. Let me first get Narayan Tirupati to give me a statement on record. Yeah. You're looking so happy. I feel you have a back channel going.
What should we have? Tell me.
Can't hear you.
What should we have?
Why?
What should we have? I'm asking you why we should have. What should we have?
Why? Why should we or why shouldn't we? What are you saying?
Arnav, come on. Why should we have a back channel? Not at all necessary. Neither BJP nor Rajini should have a back channel, right? Because both BJP and Rajini are very strong. We are very strong. NDA is very strong in Tamil Nadu. Definitely. Mr. Rajinikanth is also a force. It's a sleepless night for DMK. We need to understand. The debate should go on this year.
One second. No, one minute. Khushbu, what is the BJP spokesperson saying? Why do you have to be so secretive about it, right, Syed? Syed, you agree, right? Both they are being so secretive about it. Syed, you agree, Syed?
Arnab.
GVR?
Matter is,
It's like what secret they are holding close to their chest.
The fact
Arnab, the fact of the matter is.
He is
Arnab, the fact of the matter is, Rajni sir has been a superstar. He is a superstar, and he will remain a superstar. We have grown up seeing Rajni star's style, action, and drama. Now, there is no doubt that he creates tremor in the box office. He creates tremor in the film industry. And of course, let me tell you on record that in politics as well, he will shake up the entire system. He will definitely shake up the entire system. And we all know who's making a beeline to take Rajni sir.
Yeah, but is he going to go with the BJP? Let's go to practical question. Okay, one second. We are all saying, see, the problem with us today, the problem with all of us today is that we are all behaving like fans, which we are. But practical question, GVR, should he align with BJP? Yeah. Is his party going to be associated with BJP? It's a natural question.
Tamil Nadu, if you align with the BJP, I think Rajinikanth on his own will create a much better impact, and it will also be an accessible impact. Then aligning
for that fact,
BJP.
Arnab, because the kind of name and fame he is having at this hour in Tamil Nadu, the kind of industry he belongs. I don't think he aligning with any party. It is difficult for him because we saw N.T. Ramarao, we saw in Amitabh Bachchan. We saw everybody like this because end of the day, the cup of tea is policy and public administration and the governance. The policy, public administration and the governance, where they are going to get soup. Because I understand, if at all he would have in the public in the policy for last 2-3 decades. 1 minute. Can I complete? It is not so easy. You can say that it is not so easy to run the governance. Governance is most powerful thing. You can't make it a fun here and there. It is not a music. It is with the sacrifice. Leadership belongs to sacrifice. What kind of sacrifice? No, that is what. What happened to N.T. Ramarao TDP party? What happened to Chiranjeevi Prajarajam party? Lock, stock, barrel, amalgamated with the Congress party. Yavi, this country has
you know what happened to MGR party? You know what happened to Jayalalitha's party? What is this?
What Prime Minister Modi is talking about
what
it?
You are talking? You don't know about Tamil Nadu.
He is talking about it.
You have nothing. You don't know nothing. You don't know anything about Tamil Nadu. You are talking about Tamil Nadu. What is this?
Sir, Narayan, you don't criticize me because you criticize the policy. There is a characteristic. Yes, I agree. Rajinikanth is the best person.
GVR and Narayan Tirupati having a go at each other on my debate. GVR, I am meeting you. GVR, someone told me that in the last 6 months since you spoke to GVR, he became a very soft-spoken man. I think he was completely wrong. Khushbu,
yes.
we talk about analyzing this, and Ranjit said earlier today, he said that I'm nervous. No, he said I'm nervous when I talk about Rajni's political entry. Khushbu, I remember in 2004, the great legend of India, Bhupen Hazarika, in February or March, he had joined the BJP and he fought the election. And when I went to cover his election, from the Guwahati airport, when he came into the town, and I went with a crowd of people, there were thousands of people following him. He sat on a truck, he was singing, talking, being welcomed back. I didn't know whether I was there as a fan or a reporter. Because, with legends, you are so absolutely involved, right? So I also felt what Ranjit feels today. I felt nervous at that point of time reporting on Bhupen Hazarika's political entry. Because these people are legends, superstars. But having said that, won't he have to align with some side, given the practical side of politics? And how will that, why are all of you looking so happy with his entry? If he would have been on the other side, Khushbu, you wouldn't be smiling today.
Arnab, I will smile as it is. I have a smiling face, but it's lovely to see you back in action after all that we went through. So glad to know that. Now coming to Rajinikanth, I think people have this misconception about Mr. Rajinikanth as to what kind of a leader he is. You have to be here in Tamil Nadu to know what exactly Mr. Rajinikanth is all about. He is not a superstar just because he is an actor. People have been following him. People have been his devotees, I would say, who completely believe in Mr. Rajnikant. I'm happy because I've known Mr. Rajnikant for a very, very long time, and I think somebody like him should be in politics. He is a tad a little too late, but better late than never is what I would say. So I'm happy and I'm glad that he has finally taken the plunge. He's decided to come into politics. And I think politics is something which is democratically, anybody can come into politics. You don't have tags that superstars cannot make good politicians. He's made a superstar of himself he started from nowhere. And we know the entire nation is discussing Mr. Rajnikant today, his political entry. So it's there for people to see what Mr. Rajnikant is made of. And whether he's going to be part of BJP or not, I think we'll have to wait and watch. Let him announce it on December 31st. After Pongal is what they say, that the actual, what the political scenario will be about his party, we will get to know after Pongal. That is after January 14, 2021. So we will wait till then.
Arnab, the approach which Rajni sir has taken, he's spoken about casteless, creedless, honest, secular politics. He's spoken about no caste, no creed, secular, very secular and transparent and honest politics. That's what is impressive.
You want caste,
we all
you want
know
creed and you want cash.
If we speak to the
you want
political
caste, creed and cash, is it, sir? Kushbu's responding.
We all should know that Rajni sir
okay, Ranjit.
to the votes of AIDMK.
Thank you, Ranjit.
It's a clear.
Arnabji, people need to understand, what leaders shout from the podiums and what practically happens at the grassroots level.
There is no doubt
now, when Rajini speaks about, spiritual politics, the common people, they don't understand this language of, spiritual politics. Politics is practical. It is not spiritual. Let's get very practical here. What exactly is practical politics? You take a decision on an issue, and next thing what will happen, you will polarize people. In politics, when you take decisions, you have to polarize people. You cannot keep everyone happy like how you do with your movies. Understand that. And you cannot just come on and off and take decisions on issues. You have to be, you cannot be a part-time politician here. You have to be a full-time politician. And if you are a full-time politician, you have to take decisions on issues. When you take decisions on issues, you are going to polarize people. And you should be ready to accept the fact that a certain section of people will hate you, a certain section of people will like you. And Rajnikant cannot take that. So if he starts believing in practical
okay, Narayan Tirupati.
Spiritual politics is not something that people are going to understand. How much ever he tries with his rhetoric, it is not going to.
Okay, one sec. Then I'll get Kushbu with Kasturi. 1 second. Politics is practical, and Rajni sir is sounding too idealistic. That seems to be the point of view. Okay, that was the point of view of Rajni fan Ranjit Keshav. Quick response from you, Kushbu, and then I'll get Kasturi to respond on that.
I think it's up to an individual how they want to take their strategy as. If Rajni sir says my political strategy is spiritual, it's up to him how he's going to explain it to the people that what does he mean by spiritual? What does it mean? Spiritual is a part of being about one religion, is a part of being secular. What does it exactly spirituality means to him? We have seen he's been talking about spirituality for a very, very long time. Now, leave to Mr. Rajnikant to explain it to his followers as to what spirituality politics is about. I don't think we can even sit and discuss and start as if you're working in a lab and dissecting as to what is spiritual, whether it is lenient towards one particular religion or it is about secularism. I think we should leave it to Mr. Rajnikant to take a call on that and explain it to him.
Can you okay, so, point, okay, last point on the debate, few minutes left. Kasturi will debate with Narayan. Point being made here is, no criticism here, but politics is about caste, creed, religion, unfortunately, economic realities, and a lot of SOPs have been part of Tamil Nadu politics. Can Rajnikant, even though he will be a unifier of people in a way, can he avoid these issues? If he is going to have a political party, Narayan Tirupati, let's be practical.
Even when somebody gets an MLA seat, even to contest, you suddenly find a horde of sponsors coming up for even regular random people. This is Rajinikanth, and the party founded by him is going to I already know that they will be cashed. There are plenty of takers and plenty of supporters with money bags to support him. Number one. Number two, spiritual. Spiritual does not mean religious. People don't have to. There's a difference between spiritual politics and religious politics, and both work. Even religious. There are enough Islamic and Christian republics in the world. There are enough religious countries, states in the world. Politics is religious in many parts of the world. Radical rights are there. He is talking about spiritual and secular, which is the best that India can hope for. And it's
no, can he change everything? When he says I will change everything, when he no, one
idealism for 70 years.
When he
we
says
have sold our souls. Let us get back.
No. There was a survey which found that 62% paid bribes to officials to get work done, especially in property-related matters in Tamil Nadu. Right? Have we not seen what has been happening? Have we not seen the shooting of people during the Sterlite protests? Have we not seen the fact that there is a political vacuum? Since the death of political stalwarts like Karunanidhi and Jayalalitha, there is a political vacuum. There is anger. No. So when he says I want to change everything, he has a reason to say so. Narayan Tirupati.
Yeah, 2% said. One is Mr. Amit Shah and another one is Mr. Rajinikanth, that we should clean the system. The system is bad. Now, Mr. Rajinikanth has come down. Mr. Amit Shah very clearly said that we should clean the system 3 years back. The same thing Mr. Rajinikanth said. Definitely, there will be a very, very big shake-up in Tamil Nadu politics, and the anti-Hindu DMK will be wiped off from Tamil Nadu. I am very sure because of Rajini's entry.
I hope Mr. Rajinikanth does not become a puppet
Khushbu,
of any other.
Khushbu on the impact here. I want to bring in Khushbu for a last word. Khushbu, 1996, Khushbu, 1996. The famous comment of Rajinikanth: if Jayalalitha returns to power, even God cannot save Tamil Nadu. And Jayalalitha lost the elections. Even without being in politics, this man has had an incredible impact. And this, I quoted something 24 years back. But is there enough time for him to really come to power in Tamil Nadu, even if he wants to? Khushbu.
I think it's very difficult to say that your fan following is for both times. To understand the stars in different states with the biggest fan following has failed. But I would still hope and look forward to see Mr. Rajinikanth succeeding, because we cannot afford to, you can say me being selfish. The entire Tamil Nadu is a Rajinikanth fan, so I would really like to see Mr. Rajinikanth prove it the other way, that it's never too late for somebody like Rajinikanth to make a mark. But having said that, it's very important for us to see when Mr. Rajinikanth contests. And in today's time, still we do not get the results of the electoral poll. You cannot decide who's winning or who's losing. So we'll have to wait and watch.
Right leader. A leadership needs
There is
right
no
time
doubt
and
in my mind,
He has
Khushbu,
not taken the call
and I stick my neck out and say
exactly.
that there is no doubt in my mind that Rajni sir is going to be a big change agent or a change maker in the Tamil Nadu political situation. Impact, we'll have to see. Viewers, with a promise to be back tomorrow. Till then, till tomorrow evening, 9 o'clock. Good night and goodbye.